If you're in payroll, benefits, or compliance, you know how quickly those headaches can pile up. But with Deel, it doesn't have to be that way. Deel PEO makes hiring in the U.S. simple.
And right now, you can get up to 3 months free. Just head over to Deel.com/workdefined. That's DEEL.com/WRK defined. Welcome back, folks. It's another episode of It's About Payroll. We at 189. It's the holiday time. What's going on, Walt?
Well, man, I'm good, man. Happy holidays to everybody listening. By the
Word.
time this posts, it'll be the week of Christmas.
Oh, man, yeah.
You know,
So be like, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and
yes.
Festivus for the rest of us.
Yep.
Oh,
If you don't celebrate, I hope you do something fun.
exactly. If you don't celebrate, take advantage of either the overtime or time off, like whatever,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah,
it's all inclusive here, folks.
yeah, yeah,
We
yeah.
do not discriminate or
Yeah, man.
eliminate. Well, back in the day, what did people say? Don't hate. What was it?
Don't hate,
Oh,
congratulate.
congratulate. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Don't hate, congratulate.
Showing our
Elevate,
age. Yes.
participate. Yeah,
Yeah.
we.
Don't
Oh
eliminate,
man.
elevate.
Exactly. It's
Mhm.
so hard not to show your age. It's
Yeah,
so
man.
crazy.
Man,
It's
it's a
oh,
blessing, bro. It's a
it
blessing to get
is.
older, man.
Yeah, yes, bro. That's right. Amen.
It's a blessing to get wiser. That's what I should say.
To be yes, another day, another more dollars, a lot
Yep.
of dollars,
Yep.
all the things, bro. Yes,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Let's see what we got. I got to pay like as promised. I'm coming through with the payroll
Hmm.
financial fitness for folks.
Yeah, yeah.
So today I got automate manual processes. And
Yes,
I,
sir.
I, I chose this one because I was like, you would think that everything is automated that can be
Yeah.
in this day and age, but it is not. You will be surprised how, I mean, I don't even, not you, but folks out there in the world, because like payroll pros, right? There's like we range in level of sophistication.
Yeah.
Some of us are running fully automated operations. Some of us are still using paper and a lot of spreadsheets for things
Facts.
and fax machine. Gosh, if y'all are using fax machines, please reach out to me. I will absolutely send you a $25 Amazon gift card just because like I can't even. You might as well send it over on a dinosaur. I mean, holy moly guacamole. But I believe it. Like I
Yeah,
believe
man.
that somebody's still faxing something because you could do it
Absolutely.
online now, right? Is it still considered a fax if you can do it online? You know what I mean? Like
It's
if
an
you could
email.
fax through email,
It's an
is that
email.
really a fax?
It's a.
Right? You know what I'm saying? If it's not printing out on the
Yeah.
machine
Yeah. Yeah.
next to
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
is it really a fax anymore?
Yeah. It's a fax mail. I don't know.
Right. So I'm not. You don't get a gift card for that one.
Oh,
So,
gotcha, man.
so I picked this one because there are again we range in level of sophistication, and there are folks who are running payroll who don't have the fully automated situation,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
right? So if you want to show your company that hey, we can have some money savings here, you got to show the dollar amounts for the
Quantify. Yeah.
automate. Right, thank you, sir. You got to quantify the savings and all that for each thing. So some easy examples are time tracking integration, GL automation, which, yeah, I know it sounds like, oh my God, who's not doing that? But there are. Onboarding workflows,
Mm.
less manual touch equals fewer errors plus more productivity.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then payrolls team's time shifts from data entry to analytics and strategy. Like
Bro.
that's what we want to get to, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to touch on the integration of the systems, right? That may like save a lot of money, right?
Mm-hmm.
If HRIS, the timekeeping, the payroll
Preach.
module, and the benefit module, like either they are all integrated into one system or they share data in real time.
Yes.
So
Tell me about it.
that will help, prevent,
Yep.
or lower the risk of compliance issues and
Mm-hmm.
penalties and stuff like that. Just by integrating systems, like you can have a tech stack, that's a big word in payroll, right?
Big phrase,
Yeah,
fancy phrase. Yep.
you have a large tech stack, but all those systems speaking to one
Yes.
another on a consistent
Right.
basis.
Right. Because so great point. Because if you can have all this tech stack, if they're not integrated, you're manually moving data from system to system.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
great point, man. What you got on the pay horn, around the pay horn?
So for the pay news, I have something on RSUs,
What is that?
which are. Let me go to it. I thought I had my
You get
page up
your
here.
notes ready? I know.
I thought I had it up. I think I closed it out by
Shoot,
mistake.
now you got me where. Okay, here, yeah. I was like, wait, where's my page at?
I think I closed it
Let me
out by
get my
mistake.
stuff
Hold
ready.
on.
Nah, you're good.
RSUs. Okay, I think I. Nope, this isn't it. So we're gonna have to. I thought
You
I.
want me to do mine while you look for it?
Yeah, go ahead and do yours,
All
and
right.
then I'll do mine.
So yeah, no doubt.
Oh,
Mine, I found it. You
got it.
found it?
Yeah.
Go for it.
All right. So RSU, what are they, right? So first of all, my article is from brightonjones.com, and they're talking about RSUs and what they are and how they may impact taxes and payroll. So RSU is a restricted stock unit.
Oh,
There are equity compensation granted by employers that convert into actual company shares once vesting conditions are met, usually
okay.
time or performance based, right?
Yup.
So
Okay. Sounds
taxation,
taxable.
yeah, taxation happens at vesting. So
Okay.
RSUs are taxed as ordinary income at the time that they vest,
Okay.
based on fair market value of the shares on the vesting date, not when they are granted.
All right.
So this amount is added to your taxable income and subject to income tax and payroll tax.
Wait, is it when it's vested and the employee withdraws, or automatically when it's vested?
It says when it's vested.
Okay. And vested, for those of us, is me. I think it means like when you're eligible for it, because like you could get something granted. Like, so the way I know how to explain vested is through like 401k matches, right?
Mhm.
The company may be matching all the way along, but you can't take the match until you're vested, which means like it might be
Mhm.
like first year you could take 10%, second year you could do, but then you might have to stay at a company 5 or 10 years to be
Yeah.
fully vested to
Yes.
take
Yes.
all of the match.
It's just like, with these pensions, like, a friend of mine, she works at a
I
hospital
know.
and they have
Yeah.
pensions.
Oh, God
And,
bless them.
and
Dang.
in the fifth year, you get
That's
fully
lucky.
vested after
Okay.
5 years. So
No
that means
doubt.
you're guaranteed to get pension after you remain 5 years. And so, yeah.
Dope.
So that's a retention tool that some companies use, right?
Yes,
So,
exactly. That's a good
so
one.
yeah, so I'm gonna go through these quickly, not to hold up any time. So there is potential for higher tax liability with these RSUs because they can push someone into a higher tax bracket because the vesting value counts as income, and
Okay.
sometimes tax withholding isn't enough. Even though it's tax, it may not actually fully cover the actual tax due, which can create a surprise tax bill if not planned for.
Yes. Oh yeah. So right, if it happens and you're not expecting it, you don't remember.
Mhm.
Oh, you get dinged with it. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
unlike stock options, RSUs have no purchase price and always have value once vested, unless the stock goes to zero.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it,
Good
man.
stuff. The basic night like tax communicate. It all comes down to communication too, like employee
Hmm.
communication, and I feel like that is a recurring theme of communication is compliance. Compliance is communication.
So it all goes together.
Yeah, it all goes together. Okay, mine is about Deel, the company Deel, Deel. They launched a study from Deal's newly appointed economist Lauren Thomas features findings from over 159,000 approved time off requests in 2025 from over 17,000 employees in Europe and North America. The
Hmm.
data shows that European workers are taking a median of 23.5 days off annually,
Hmm.
compared to just 14 days in North Americans, with Canadians taking the least amount of time globally.
Wow.
Yep, is it's pretty crazy, and it says this the study's most striking findings challenges conventional wisdom about unlimited paid time off. which I'm seeing a lot of kind of posts about that is just not working and people are
Oh,
undoing it.
yeah. Remember I shared that with you on
Oh, did
LinkedIn.
what? Oh, did you? Okay, there
Yeah.
you go.
Hmm.
Yep, yep. And we had no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna take it back. We had an HR leader that kind of liked it, but I had one before then that was like, she predicted this a long time ago.
Yeah.
While unlimited leave has become increasingly common in North America, U.S. and Canadian employees are two-thirds more likely to have it.
Hey there, I'm Tim Boris, host of the Working Well podcast, where business strategy meets human sustainability. If you're an executive, a leader, or change maker ready to ditch burnout, build thriving teams, and drive real results, this is your next must listen. Tune in on the Work Defined Network or at timboris.com/podcast.
European workers are actually using these policies to their advantage. Yeah. European workers with unlimited PTO take a median of 4 additional days off compared to those with a fixed leave, a significant difference. Meanwhile, in the US and Canada, there's virtually no difference between unlimited and fixed policies. Cultural differences like these reflect more than just vacation plans, they reflect fundamental differences in how employees view the balance between their work and life. Canada comes up short on vacation days, and Swedes lead. Despite Canada's government mandated minimum vacation days, Canadian workers took the least amount of time off amongst all the countries studied, a median of just 11 days annually.
Wow.
American counterparts took 16 days, and Europeans are leading the pack. Far from North Americans, Sweden 28 days, France 27 days, and Germany at 26 days. The gap persists even with the same companies. So meaning, right, when analyzing businesses with employees on both sides of the Atlantic, European workers took a median of 25 days compared to 15 days on their North American counterparts. The most flexible PTO policy imaginable fails with implicit or explicit permission to take it. Sorry, let me rephrase that or reread that. The most flexible PTO policy imaginable fails without implicit or explicit permission to
Permersion.
take permission to take permission to take it. And that's what we've read constantly is like if you don't have
Yeah.
permission to take it, if your culture doesn't support it, and that's what it's about.
Yeah. I mean, like a whole 10 days. So basically, that's 2 weeks of work days, right?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, it's a
yeah,
lot of time.
yeah,
So there's more there, and it's good info.
that's
At the end
great,
of the,
man.
yeah, and I just want to share Deel. For those of you who don't know who Deel is the all-in-one payroll and HR platform for global teams built for the way that the world works today. Deel combines payroll, HRIS, compliance, benefits, performance, and equipment management into one seamless platform. Yeah. All right.
Nice.
So, man, I'm excited about today. Yo, great topic. We got 10 payroll scenarios and solutions.
Yeah. So, I was thinking about, like what's that song? The 12 Days of Christmas or 10 Days of whatever it is.
Yeah, it's
It's
12 days of Christmas.
12 Days of Christmas. So, I was like the 10 payroll problems of Christmas. I don't know,
No
whatever.
doubt.
So, like, that's kind of what the theme was. Like, look,
Mhm.
when we get some better production money and stuff like that, we'll judge it up a little bit. All right. So, these should be like layups, like realistic scenarios that we may have experience or we may experience in life, so or in our career. So we're going to go through this, and we have a few things here, but there may be some that aren't mentioned that we can discuss as well. So I'll go with the first one, and then you can
You want to do
go.
the first 5? I'll do the last 5.
Let's do that. All right.
Yeah.
So the system has gone down, and payroll is due in 1 hour.
Oh
That means
my
you have to
gosh.
commit. You got to hit the accept button or commit button, and the system just crashed. I've experienced this for real, like where the
Really?
system has gone down, and like you're just kind of on the phone trying to connect with the payroll provider and say like, hey, what the hell is going on? We have to get our people paid.
Wow.
Yeah, so and freaking out, and so what happened in that scenario is that the system didn't come back up that day. We had to wait And so we had to send out communications to employees, let them know, like, hey, we talked to the payroll provider. They said that everyone should, for the most part, get their money on time, but there may be some stragglers due to the timing of the payroll being processed.
OMG.
Because we processed on Wednesday for a Friday check date, so we had to
Yes.
process Thursday, and so so
Depending,
yeah.
I mean, yeah, depending on the system, the thing, that, if you got it done early,
This
yeah,
was years ago, so
might negotiate. Okay.
I think money moves quicker now
Yes,
than
it
it
does.
did back
Yes.
then. So look,
Fair enough.
so that's the situation. Well, what are your solutions in this case? So these are some that was provided to me, and I want to hear your thoughts on it. So you switch to your disaster recovery process and backup processing method. Maybe a manual spreadsheet or manual whatever. I know in cases where we've had this happen during a hurricane. We had those two hurricanes back in the day in Florida, and we called the payroll company and said, hey, just give us 75% of our last payroll and just redo that,
What does
because
that mean? 75% of your last payroll.
so everyone got paid 75% of what they
Oh,
earned,
what they? Oh,
because power was out for power was out for millions of people.
I was not in Florida at that time, so interesting
Yeah.
case study.
So
Okay.
that's what happened in that case. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So
So
go ahead.
no, I immediately thought about contingency payroll solutions.
Hmm.
So that was, that made me think about that. But okay.
Yeah, and then it says use backup, cloud backup, or alternate system, such as your HRIS or time clock exports, if you can.
Yeah.
If they have that capability, I don't know. Maybe there are some time clock systems that you can
Yep.
pay through. Maybe switch to a QuickBooks or something like that, or
Yep.
something. Communicate immediately with the team that payroll will go out at some point. I know it says it will go out on time. But that says if you have a manual process in place, right?
Right.
Or depending on the size of the company, finance may be able to send out payments, like electronic payments for you,
Maybe.
if they have that capability.
Yep.
And the takeaway here is just to have a documented fallback plan and test it
Yes.
out.
Yes.
Right?
Test it quarterly.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, to the extent that you can,
Hmm.
absolutely. And what I meant about, and folks, this is not a plug for the solution, but we are working with a partner that has a contingency payroll solution that would solve for this.
Yeah.
And it basically, the solution is to make sure that your data is being backed up in real time, so that if this was to come up, you could actually run a really, really accurate payroll, which doesn't. This is normal. Like what you said is every payroll person's best practice is like run, and that's unique. The whole run 75% of it, which is interesting, and I like that because it gives you room to for error, right?
Well, the CEO, what I know he was, because look, the reason he said 75% was because the pay period hadn't finished out, right? But he
Oh,
was like,
okay.
you know what, I don't want my employees to suffer because this
Oh,
wasn't
okay. Okay.
anything that out of their control. So I'm going to pay them 75%, and then we'll figure that out, you know,
Wow. That's what's up.
after things get back online. So
Okay.
yeah, man. One is timekeeping glitch. Like causing missing punches. We know that this happens sometimes. The time clock goes down and people can't punch in and can't punch out.
Yep.
And, so multiple employees may have those missing punches, which
Yep.
may threaten their pay accuracy, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
what do you do in those situations? Like this says to pull electronic time data from an alternate source. If you can, like if you have
You gotta
badge
set
readers
that up though.
or
You gotta
access lot, yeah,
set it up in advance.
use
You can't scramble for it after the fact.
yeah,
You're saying, okay.
use manager validation to confirm hours and resolve exceptions before payroll is processed. And look, a lot of people have to do that. They get a paper and pen, or they might put people's hours in
That's what I was
Excel.
talking about automating, bro. You know how many
Yeah.
companies I've talked to that say they still use paper and pen for time? Like they just
Hmm.
sign in. Like, what are you
They might
doing?
use a wooden time clock.
There's free. You remember that with
Yeah,
Time
yeah,
Track Go, our boy
yeah,
Brian and Chris.
yeah.
Oh man. But like that people, the fact that people are still writing their timesheet, like That's crazy. There are free online time clocks
Yeah.
that work good. Like we use it, right? We use them all the time. Just
Mm-hmm.
not for we use them for our own purposes. Like for me, I'll use it. Like if I have to, like, because sometimes a
Bro.
manager will be like, "Oh, look, here are the hours." Like I don't
Yeah.
know. Oh, okay,
And,
because I'll
and,
put in
and I
what
and
is
I
right.
and I liked you did this a long time ago. Not to get stuck in this situation in this on
Yeah, I
this
know.
conversation, but you tested out. I don't want to say which system you were using at the time, but it
Yeah.
was one of the bigger like big
Yep.
boys in the game, and you were like, you know what? Let me just test something out, and you pulled up a free one online, and
Mm-hmm.
you wanted to see how the hours compared if you put in the same time online versus what was in their system.
When the holidays start to feel a bit repetitive, reach for a Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry and put your twist on tradition. A bold cranberry and winter spice flavor fusion, Sprite Winter Spiced Cranberry is a refreshing way to shake things up this sipping season. And only for a limited time. Sprite, obey your thirst.
Yep.
And there was some difference, like they were minuscule, but like
Yep.
there were some differences, right?
Yep.
And
Enough
so
to be like, wait, what's going on?
yeah. So you want to educate your employees about correcting time if timesheets go down, and that's usually the managers and stuff like that, making sure they have all those punches right, just in case things need to be keyed in or whatever. Like, a good contingency to have in this case is if
Yes.
you ever have this, have a spreadsheet
Spreadsheet.
already ready to go.
Yes.
That
Templated it
a
out.
template, yes,
A template.
a template.
Like
That's what I mean.
managers, this is
Yes,
what you use if it
this is
goes
what you
down.
use, and then you have the employee's ID already on there,
Ooh, that's a good
and
idea.
then
Yeah.
so you can plug the times on there, and you
Mm-hmm.
can import it into the system
Yep.
and have it, for later. So once the time system comes back up, you might be able to import that into the time
Ooh,
system
that's a
or
good
whatever, right?
idea. We gotta talk to our partner about that to include it in the contingency work thing.
Yeah. So
That's a really good idea. Sorry.
So no, so why does it matter? It's because companies make an average of about 15 corrections per pay period due to issues like time punches,
Heck yeah.
which cost thousands annually.
Yep. Yep.
Misclassifications. This is number three. Misclassifications of workers.
Workers.
This is a common issue, right?
It's always in the top three. Yep.
Yeah. So the situation: a contract worker was erroneously classified as an employee, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So what do? You immediately update the records and rerun your payroll calculations. You
Mm-hmm.
consult employment law to determine true FLSA status and
Mm-hmm.
adjust retroactive pay if needed.
Mm-hmm.
You implement classification checklists for new hires if you don't have those already, right? Or you ask the people responsible, hey, do you have a checklist for this, right? Or you mention it, right? Misclassification is one of the most common payroll errors and can lead to back pay and penalties.
Yep.
Miscalculated overtime. Overtime was misapplied, leading to underpayment. So let's just say in this scenario, you have a workforce that's in California and their daily overtime isn't set up properly.
Mm.
What do? You confirm what the hours are with timekeeping. You make sure that everyone's classified exempt or non-exempt. You recalculate and issue corrected pay via or add it to the next check or run an off cycle
Mm-hmm.
if there's
If
urgency.
available. Yep.
Yep. Provide training to supervisors if necessary,
Mm-hmm.
or contact the system rep and say, hey, why wasn't this set
Shit
up
ain't
properly?
working. Fix
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yep. Let's get it done. And so you want to make sure that you have those things. And then number five, before I pass the baton here, payroll taxes. Payroll taxes had missing filings, right? So the quarterly
Mm-hmm.
payroll tax deposit deadline was missed. What do? You immediately want to file deposits.
Fire your payroll professional.
you, you immediately want to file those as soon as possible and remit any penalties and interest if required.
Okay.
The longer you wait on those, the more interest
Penalty.
and more penalties are going to compound, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so you want to set up automatic tax reminders and escalation alerts. Even
Mm-hmm.
if, like to Brian's point, even if your payroll provider says they're going to do it, trust but verify.
Trust but verify.
Yes.
Yep.
Centralize tax responsibilities to avoid owner operator errors. So I think what this is saying is that you want to make sure that someone's not operating in a silo with
Yep.
this, right? So like make sure that login credentials are saved somewhere, even if it's on, a encrypted drive or something like that. You want to make sure that you save those somewhere or have a backup just in case the person's on PTO, they quit. Suddenly we had that scenario where it was a case that we did where a person in California, he had the only key or something. He had the only key to a drawer or something like that, and so like they had to like end up breaking in it because he quit randomly or whatever, right? So you want to make sure that you
Crazy.
want to make sure that you avoid these type of things, right? To make sure that you have backup, holding the person accountable. Like, hey, did you already file those quarterly reports? Did you file? Because like everything is different now, right? So there's some states that require monthly reporting.
Yeah, every government agency is a different
Yep.
frequency, and
Yep.
and it may depend on how not may it does depend on how high your payroll is, how
There
the
you go.
amount of your payroll.
There you go. All right, go ahead, Brian.
Real quick, for what if I can, I
Yeah, go
just
ahead,
want to
bro.
go back to the overtime thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Because it not only is it that it's I guess two things I wanted to say. Now with OB3,
Mm-hmm.
it's FLSA overtime,
Mm-hmm.
which not only is misrepresented in most payroll systems, but FLSA overtime, which I didn't know, well, not, yeah, I didn't realize that it was a federal, like part of the FLSA is that PTO is not included in the overtime,
Mm.
right? I I was thinking for really that it was just companies that do that they exclude it from the calculation. It's a FLSA rule that it's work hours only. It makes
Yeah.
sense,
Yeah.
right? It makes sense, but that's a good call out. And then the other one was, you might think, oh, well, my vendor should have this right. No, the vendors literally put this on the client to like custom and program the system and set up the system.
Mm-hmm.
It's your system. You tell us how you want it. So you would
Gotcha.
think, oh, it's going to be compliant because I use the no. They put the liability on the client. There's not a lot of. I'm not aware of any system
Wow.
that takes liability for how they program it and how they set it up.
So I just Googled that about the FLSA,
Yeah.
and you are correct, but it said it depends on the company. So a company may, if they want to have that rule
They
in place,
can.
that's up to
No,
them.
but yes, but as far as it pertains to tax deduction,
Yes.
it's
Yes.
only going to be the FLSA rule.
Yep.
So yes, your company
Mm.
can put PTO as part of your overtime, but you can't write that part off.
There you go.
They have to now calculate it two different ways.
Yep.
Same
Yep.
thing with California. That's what made me think about it. The California
That's a
thing
good call out,
too.
man.
Yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying. That's why we keep having these webinars and learning sessions about the overtime for
Mm.
OB3 because there's so much complexity to it now. Because the
Yeah.
FLSA rule is different from practice.
Yep. Yep.
So okay, enough. Right? Okay. Number 6, employee paid incorrect amount. So overpay or underpay.
Mm-hmm.
If due to a data entry mistake, what's the solution? We issue a correction via off cycle or fix it on the next payroll if we
Mm-hmm.
can, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's something that we talk about. I love how that conversation of off cycles have become like, is it customer service? Is it not? We believe
Yep.
it is. Conduct an audit to find the root cause of incorrect hour, rate, or deduction.
Yes. Because go ahead. I'll let you finish
No, no, go
because
ahead. Go ahead.
because I think what's that saying that there's no good deed goes unpunished, right?
No good deed goes unpunished.
You definitely want to do your research before making a correction because I've made this mistake in the past. Earlier in my career, somebody said, "Oh, I wasn't paid correctly." Boom, 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 and I went ahead and just, you know, you know,
Mm-hmm.
early in my career, like the first 3 years in, and like just, go ahead and just plug it in for the person,
Mm-hmm.
and trusting that they know what they're talking about, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like, oh no, actually, I was paid right,
Oh yeah.
and then having
Yes.
to take it back or try to take it back,
Try to take it back. Yes.
you know.
Yes.
So
And yeah. Oh gosh, yes. No, trust but verify.
Yeah.
When employees come with claims, they claim
Yep.
something. You gotta check it.
Yes, sir.
Implement dual verification on data and approvals.
Yep.
On average, 20% of payroll contain errors, costing a company about $291 per error to fix.
Damn.
So times that by 24 payrolls, 26 payrolls, 52 payrolls, 12 payrolls,
Yeah.
depending on that's a
So
lot of money.
so think about that. If you have a workforce that's 1,000 people,
Ooh.
20% of that is
Ooh.
200.
Yep.
So 200 times 300,
Ooh.
that's a lot of money.
Yep. Yep. That's right. Number 7, recording, record keeping chaos.
Yeah.
Situation: payroll records are incomplete and disorganized ahead of audit. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's not good. Let's go through the notes here because I got. All right. Perform a record cleanup, ensuring employee files, timesheets, tax forms, and adjustments are complete.
Mm-hmm.
Standardize naming conventions and storage locations. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And adopt a secure, centralized payroll repository. Yes. I think. Yeah. This is straight from our notes. Yeah. Because we say this all the time. Like this is stuff we've said before. Okay. Why it matters? Incomplete records can lead to fines and compliance problems. Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, and look,
So
it can make you, and also it can make you look bad if you don't know where a record is. Like, hey, if your CFO or your company's in the middle of an audit, like one of,
I was just
you
gonna
know,
say auditors. Yep.
yeah, they come in and they ask you like, hey, look, give me this. I need this for 2023. And you're like, okay, well,
God.
give me some time because I don't know where it's at. Or like
No.
speaking to the naming convention, right? Like how you have stuff saved and named.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I don't know which file is which. So give me some time because I got to look through all these thousands of files.
Yeah. No. Yeah. It. Yeah.
Yeah.
We got. Yeah. Number 8. Retroactive pay adjustments needed. So situation is
Yeah.
a missed salary change wasn't applied on the last cycle, or a missed punch. I can't tell you how many times I get a manager reach out and be like, "Oh, my employee didn't punch in or out, so there's no missed punch, right? Or there is, but it's both of them, so there's nothing to alert from it that I'm aware of. Which I guess I guess it could be something, but most of the time it's the manager just saying, "Hey, we all missed it." So it's either that or like a pay rate change or something, and then you gotta fix it, right? So it's what's the solution? Calculate retroactive pay included on the next payroll or an off cycle, depending on the amount. Document change approvals and update employee pay rate immediately in the system, of course, or ask whoever's responsible to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Automate pay change entry when HR approved changes. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I mean, you want it to flow. That makes me think Anita Latink right away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Payroll is impacted as soon as an HR profile is updated or
Yep.
changed or entered.
Yeah.
So it should happen in the same thing.
Yep.
I mean, I guess yes. Like Walt was saying on the tech stack, there is a scenario that could exist that it's happening in one system, but the payroll info is being held in another, and that needs to translate.
Yep. It's creating those bottlenecks, right? Like because it's not flowing seamlessly from one system to the next, right? Or it's not a workflow.
Real time. Yeah. No workflow. It's not real time. It should be one system. What I can say is that I'm seeing systems really good about saying, okay, look, payroll and HR come together. That's one system. Everything else can be modular.
Yep.
What did I want to say here? What was it? The off cycles. I was gonna say like when I said off cycle if necessary, I have had employees go a long time without realizing that their pay rate wasn't in.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, you owe them like $1,000. So
Yeah.
it's like,
look,
crap, we should really do an off cycle here.
If your company has stipends or different things like that, and it's on their record or their contract, right, and they sign it and they don't get it, it's not set up, or the wrong date is put in for a salary change or whatever. Like these things can add up.
Here's a good tip: monthly reconciliation should catch missed rate changes.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Number 9, PTO miscalculations, which Oof, yeah, that happens. You get
Yep.
complex PTO schemes and scenarios and multiple policies and all that. It happens.
Yes, sir.
So the situation could be employee PTO balances are inaccurate, pay is affected. Solution: reconcile PTO accruals with HR and timekeeping records. Correct balances and pay in the next payroll cycle. Adjust rules in your timekeeping system to align with the policy. And, PTO miscalculations are a common issue when systems aren't integrated.
Boom.
Recurring theme here.
Yep.
Number 10, and the last one, audit flag. Fringe benefits not reported. So the situation might be a small reward or a benefit weren't taxed or reported correctly. So it ties back to the article you just read about with the thing. Like if the vesting period came for an employee or a group of employees, but it didn't impact payroll, now you gotta fix it somewhere down the line. Heaven forbid that crosses a quarter or a year.
I figured you would like this one because I know there was a scenario that we both saw. I don't know if it was the same place. I know we talked about it, but with gift cards, right? And they weren't taxing those. They were just like, hey,
Unfortunately, that happens way more often than payroll people are comfortable with.
Yeah.
So, and it's something that you learn with PayTrain. If you ever take the PayTrain course, which is well worth it, in federal payroll tax law, right, is that if it's cash, it's taxable.
Yeah.
And almost at any amount, So the situation again, small reward or benefit wasn't taxed or reported correctly. The solution: identify unreported compensation.
What happens when employees behave badly? Boy, we could do an entire TV show, maybe a Netflix special on that. Well, Ryan and I sat down and recorded episodes for FAMA, and we asked practitioners, give us your most outrageous story. The sales leader that brings cocaine to work, whatever. Just bring us the outrageous, and it is funny. So if you need a laugh, which we all do from time to time, search for workplace misconduct wherever you get your podcast, and you'll find it. And trust me, you will laugh and cry, but you'll definitely laugh. All right. Thank you.
Tax it. Amend payroll runs to include the taxable fringe value. And then update payroll practices and calendars to account for all taxable benefits.
Yes, sir.
Again, easier said than done, because if this stuff crosses quarter or crosses the year, you got to go back and fix things. You got to pay not penalties, but you got to pay your vendor fees and actually maybe penalties depending on the amounts. And that's a quick stat on it. Failing to report all compensation types can trigger penalties.
Yep.
So, yeah, man, I like what we got left here. Let's see. Some quick stats. 20% of payroll contain errors. We talked about that. The average company makes about 15 corrections per pay period due to data issues. Yeah, heck yeah. Hopefully you catch them before. I'm hoping that's before payroll goes out the door. Payroll software reduces errors. Businesses using automation see 31% fewer mistakes and 70% fewer compliance issues.
Like you were saying, getting away from those manual processes, right?
Yes, sir. And then nearly 50% of employees begin looking for a new. Sold us this a long time ago. Begin looking for a new job after just 2 payroll errors.
Yep. All right. We made it through another episode. Let's close it out with some fun.
Oh, I love this, and I got a surprise for you because I prepped, son.
All right, so I do see your things here, but I wanted, before we name our own,
okay,
I wanted you to see if you could guess what the top 5 movies are like to date so far.
Okay, top 5 Christmas movies.
Christmas movies, yes,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is not top 5 Christmas movies, folks. Even though I saw the list, I already forgot.
Oh,
that's why I got a surprise for you because I'm prepping.
Yeah.
I can only think of 2 right now: Home Alone, of course.
Yep.
And Elf.
Yep. Those are number 2 and 3. So, and then the other ones are, number 1 is It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay,
So, you know, it's
that
like
black and white one.
yeah,
right?
it's a classic,
Yeah.
but people still
Classic.
love that.
Of course.
A Christmas Story.
Christmas. Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Money with the
yeah,
BB gun and
yeah,
gets his
yeah,
tongue stuck on the
yeah,
pole. Yes.
yeah. And then the last one is National Lampoon's
Oh,
Christmas
that's a good one.
Vacation.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a good one. Okay, all
So
classics.
those are all classics. So okay, now what are your favorite?
Wait. Oh, what's my favorite Christmas movie?
Yeah.
Damn, what's my favorite? Ah, I don't know if I have a number one favorite. Well, I guess I do, but it's not considered a Christmas movie.
Bro, people
It's
take
a segue
yeah.
into
Go ahead.
my
Go ahead.
question. My favorite Christmas movie is Die Hard,
But I really think it is a Christmas movie, right? Because
but it's like it's so debatable, right?
like, look, it's an action Christmas
Literally
movie.
around, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
right. And they always play it around the holidays.
Oh, yes. That's
Right.
my fave. What's your fave?
So I like. I have a couple of them, right, that I like. So I like.
I'm gonna name my second one too. Go ahead.
So I like Friday After Next.
Oh yes.
Yeah, yeah, you know, with the Santa that's robbing people.
Yes. That's a good one.
I like Home Alone. That Home Alone is one of my
doubt.
favorites.
Yeah, I
That's
like
a
all the
kid.
classics.
I can watch that to this day.
Yep.
I like Elf. Elf is like
Elf is
funny.
getting funnier for me. That's my son's
Yeah.
favorite, so we always watch it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what anything else that. Go ahead.
There's one. Well, first of all, we gotta go check out Tabitha Brown's Christmas movie.
I saw it.
You saw it?
It's good.
It's good?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
good.
I can't believe you saw it. I gotta see
Yeah.
it. Okay. But my second fave is there's a Christmas movie about a Puerto Rican family in Chicago.
Okay.
I forget the name of it, but that's one of my faves. I gotta make sure me and the kids watch it this year. Okay, so real quick, can you guess the top 5 movies that are not normally considered Christmas movies?
Okay.
Christmas movies.
This is gonna be tough. Okay, so let me see. Die Hard.
Die Hard's number 1. Yes.
Die Hard.
Number
I'm just gonna guess and see if I get any right. So I'm gonna give you
go
4.
for
I'm gonna
it.
give you 4 more, and then
All right.
All right. So don't say anything until I finish. So
Okay.
So Total Recall, True Lies. What's another one that's not a typical? I would say The Nightmare Before Christmas, and I would probably say I don't know. I can't think of anything else. That's the one that I got. Yeah.
None of those are on this list.
Oh wow.
But that's good. I'm impressed that you were able to name any, because I wouldn't have been able to think of any other than Die Hard.
Yeah.
But you're gonna know okay. Gremlins is number 2.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yes.
This one I wouldn't have thought about. Batman Returns.
That is true. That is true because it was snowing. There was a lot of snow. Like, yes.
I don't even remember. I gotta watch it to even believe it.
Yes, bro.
Trading Places.
Yes.
That's number 4. Number 5, Lethal Weapon. The first one, 1987.
That's right.
All of these are in the late 80s, and Batman Returns are early 90s.
Wow.
Yes.
That's good, man. That's a good one, bro.
That was good, right?
I found that movie for you. Nothing Like the Holidays.
Oh, thank you, sir.
2008.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that one's great because it's, again, his Puerto Rican family. Yeah. So those some awesome good movies out there, folks.
Man.
Yeah. If you don't celebrate Christmas, tell us what y'all do during this time and how What's
your drink of choice for the holidays?
Oh, or anything.
Cocoa,
yeah.
Hot cocoa, spiked cocoa.
I mean, do you have one?
I tried to make some coquito and.
Bro, where'd you get the recipe?
Online.
And they're so nuanced.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna get a million different recipes.
Yeah, so
we just made it. I had just had my mom make a batch. I was like, we gotta make coquito.
Yeah.
Now you got me. Now I'm gonna have some.
And so it was okay, but I've had your mom's before.
Oh yes.
And so I was just like, this ain't it. So
this ain't it. Exactly right. It ain't it. I think Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, that's probably my favorite holiday drink. That'll be it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm interested to understand what do people do who don't celebrate Christmas? What do y'all do during the holidays? Reach out. Let me know. Let
Look,
us
man,
know.
I
I'm
know
happy
some
to
people travel. I've known some people that didn't celebrate and they just,
travel and
yeah, they
whatnot.
just
That's
traveled
what's
and
up. Yeah, like
stay
people take
home.
advantage.
Yeah.
You know what? Something like I like. I used to always bug out Christmas Day in New York. I don't know if it's
Mhm.
a thing in Florida, but Jewish families would go to Chinese food restaurants
Oh yes, yes, I've heard of that. Yeah,
because neither culture is celebrating.
yeah,
So
yeah.
the Jewish families would take advantage, be like, "Ooh, Chinese food restaurants are empty. We locking it down."
Yep.
So that was a thing or it probably still is in New York. Yeah, yo. Oh, we did good. 45 minutes.
Yes, sir.
Love it. Man, thank you all. We love you. Please share, like,
Subscribe.
follow, subscribe, download the whole season, every episode we ever did, and share it with your brother and your mother, and Christmas gifted to people and all the
Your
things.
brother, your mother, and your lover.
Oh, dang. Ooh.
Oh,
You
oh,
need a good payroll if you got all
oh,
that going on.
oh.
Oh God.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
man. Well, we love y'all. Until the next time.
These
Peace.
folks. That was good, man.